Welcome back to this video series. This is part 3. We're breaking down the local newsletter, the Frederick Buzz. This is sharing local news, events, dining and shopping. We're telling you how you could write this kind of local newsletter with AI, showing you how to grow and monetize it and build it up into a 6-figure business if you want to. So as I said, this is number 3. We've already talked about what's going on in the first part of this particular newsletter. We've given you additional ideas on how you could be making money using some of what is going on in this particular newsletter. We're going to keep going through this one now, breaking it down into even more detail. So the first thing that I want to go through is this one here, and this is the idea of Pam's Hair Glam Squad. Now, this isn't a direct sponsorship or ad. This is actually an affiliate marketing play, because down here we've got a link to Amazon. And Pam has signed up as an Amazon associate, and all that means is if you buy something after clicking on Pam's link, then you will Pam will get a commission. Now, the interesting thing with Amazon associates is you have something called a cookie, and a cookie tracks which links you are clicking on. You know about cookies because we always have to confirm them or deny them every time you open a brand new website. But what's interesting about Amazon Associates, it's not just the item that you go and look at, but it'll be any items after a certain amount of time after clicking that cookie. It's not very long, but if I went in, for example, clicked on this, took a look at this item, decided I didn't want it, but then went off and maybe bought £200 headphones instead straight away, Pam would get a percentage from that purchase because she sent me over to Amazon. So let's have a look at this link so you can see what happens when we click on one of these to decide if you want to put Amazon associate links into your local newsletter. Okay, so as you can see, we're here on Amazon. We've got the delivery locations set to the UK because I'm in the UK now. We can see that this is Pam's store, and it says that Pam will earn commissions. We can follow Pam if we want to, and then here we can see that this is everything that Pam has decided to add to her store. She's got lots and lots of different things that she is recommending, and she's put them here into different groups. So we've got fashion, we've got ladies' personal grooming, we've got homemade soup making essentials. So all of this is her sort of little Amazon store, if you will, and you can add as many things as you like to a store depending on what it is that you want to sell. But like I said, now that I've clicked on this link, if I went in and I ordered something expensive, then I would be sent that item for the price that Amazon sells it for, but then Pam will get a commission from it. So there might be something that you would want to recommend, and you don't have to do this all the time. You could go quite seasonal. So for example, if we're moving into autumn, as I am recording this video, there might be things in your local area that people are wanting at autumn time, maybe things for the garden that you want to promote. You might put something together, for example, for Halloween, and then you can send people off to Amazon for that. So not a massive money maker, because you're only going to get small commissions, but it could be a start if you don't have any advertisers yet. So as I mentioned before, we've got an ad here. I broke all of this down last time, but we did talk about the fact that we've got this interested in becoming a sponsor, sorry, an advertiser, and then you can contact Pam and then this button. So if we open up this button, we're going to see where we go to. So this takes us through to the website that is linked to this business, and I'll be breaking down the website fully in a future video in this series. But you can see here, it's just a simple contact form. You can put in your details, say that you're interested in advertising. It's got a recaptcha, which is good because that means that you're going to reduce the amount of spam you're getting. Send your message to Pam, and we can see as well they're running ads on the website, which if we click on these, it means that they're going to be getting a small amount of income from ads as well. So not the kind of form I would be using personally in order to collect details. I'd probably be going through to a very bespoke one so I could get a little bit more information about the business owner, not just a general contact form, but definitely the right idea. Then what we've got down here is a promotion. We believe it's a charity event, which is why it's not tagged as an ad. And then what I wanted to do is talk about this with the local buzz. So this looks like it is news. We've got information about a market. We've got information about a cake champion, Golden Mine, which is a new bakery opening. And then we've got Chick-fil-A opening a third local spot. So these are all new, look like they could be news articles. Let's open one up and see what we get. Okay, so I've just tried to open these, and because I'm in the UK, they've actually blocked me, the news site, but I can tell you that they're all taken from the same news website. So you can do exactly the same thing. You can just go and find a couple of local news websites, find the articles, and then use AI to summarize these. If you want to know how you can do that with AI, then just put AI into the comments, and we can make a video about that for you. Or you can use a tool that already has the ability to find these news articles for you and put them into your newsletter. So something like CopyQuill will allow you to do that. It goes out, finds all the latest news articles for you automatically based on your location, and then puts it into your newsletter. So it takes minutes rather than hours in order to create your newsletter. Comes with images, comes with information about the news article. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check out the link down in the description. Then what we've got is these top 5 homes. This looks like it is an image to me, and we are linking out to Zillow, I can see. So this looks like they've just taken a screenshot from somewhere and put the image in. And you could do exactly the same. I've seen people do this for weather as well. Just make sure you put down exactly where you got the image from. So you could put it down here where you've taken that image, because you need to give the person who took the image credit. So let's take a look. So yeah, it takes us straight through to Zillow, and it takes us through with the search set to the right location, so we can see exactly what's going on. I doubt that they're getting any money for sending 3 people to Zillow, but if we go back to the newsletter and we will open up this one, because I think it's a different link, then this is actually taking us through to what looks like an article, which is quite interesting. So it's taking them through to Pam's website, which, like I said, we will break down in detail. Okay, so what I would probably be doing instead of that, because it says top 5 homes sales this week, and I can't see anything about home sales on this link that I have been that we've come through to. What I would be doing instead is I would be talking to local realtors, and I would be getting them to get to sponsor this particular section. So I might not do it every single week, because people might start to get bored seeing the same realtor. But I might say to a realtor, look, once a month, if you'd like to write a couple of sentences, you want to feature a couple of your properties or your sales, then we can include it in the newsletter, and that will cost you X amount. But most realtors in the local area would be really excited to be able to get into front of, 2,000 or 5,000 locals. And most people on a local newsletter like this are going to be women over the age of 35, which means they're going to be homeowners or looking to become homeowners. So they're exactly the right sort of demographic to that a realtor is looking for. Then we've got down here is the podcast. Now, we'll go through this in more detail, but I'm pretty sure this is Pam's podcast here. And this is just a great way in order to be able to grow your local influence in the area, because what Pam is doing is she's not just trying to create a newsletter, she's basically trying to create her own local media company or media network, with the podcast, with the newsletter, with the website, with the social media all together, getting as many eyeballs as possible, and then having as much value as possible so she's able to charge for sponsorship, advertisers, and do loads of other things that I'll show you that Pam is doing. Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, when we talked about the fact that we've got the app up here, don't feel pressurized in order to do a podcast. That's definitely something you can leave till much later on when your newsletter is established. If it's something you want to do from day one because you feel confident, go for it. But actually what you can do is you could create an entire local newsletter, so a local podcast, I should say, completely with AI. If you'd like to learn how to do that, just put AI podcast down in the comments. If I get enough interest, I'll make a video on it for you. But this is a really, really nice graphic. I would imagine that most of it stays the same. All she needs to do is tweak the episode number, depending on how often she's doing it, and then just change this text here as well. But what I can see from the episode is she's doing a really good job at sort of targeting women in the local area, which are going to be perfect subscribers for her newsletter. And when you come and see what she's doing on social media and the website, you'll see why they are definitely the perfect audience for Pam and what she's got going on in the Frederick area. Then we've got the sign off here, see you around town. And if you're out and about, tag me so I can share the fun. And then we've got some links out to website and social media. What I can't see in this newsletter, which I would really, really like to see, is some kind of referral program. So getting people to refer their friends and family to the newsletter. That's something you quite often see towards the bottom of a newsletter. You can do very, very simple referral programs that don't cost you anything at all. You don't have to give away any sort of merch or anything like that, but have value to your audience. And if you think about it, if you've got, let's say, 1,000 subscribers on your newsletter, and only a small percentage, let's say 10%, so 100 of those, refer just one friend, that's 100 subscribers you've got for free. You haven't had to run any Facebook ads. That's just 100 that have come in for free. And you can give away something very, very simple, which is but very, very high value. If you'd like me to do a video about referral programs for local newsletters and show you some example, just put referral programs down in the comment. And like I said previously in this video, if that's what you need more of, then that's the video I can make. Now that we've broken down this in detail, we're going to start looking at the podcast, the social media, the website, showing you what you should be doing that Pam is doing with her local newsletter in order to be able to make money yourself. We'll also go through the welcome series to see what she's doing there so you get some ideas of what you can copy. See you in the next one.